Alright, so Slap was just updated with the new plate glove and the ceramic panic badge. So this glove is going to be one of the easier gloves to get for badge gloves. All you have to do is go ahead and hop in the arena. You need to find the plate and hop on it, so we gotta wait for it to come around to the side island here. Alright, once you can hop on the plate, you want to slap it, and you'll notice it says ... and you just want to keep slapping it until it says that's it, which will teleport to you in a new game. Yeah, so it said that's it, and we're gonna get teleported to plate glove attainment. And then from here, we basically have to survive a hole-in-the-wall type game where we just dodge these walls. Now this does last quite a while, but once it is almost over, it'll go rapid fast, meaning there'll be like 2 walls that you have to deal with. But yeah, that's basically it for the obtainment. Let's get onto the showcase. Alright, so this did take a little while for me to figure out, but basically how this glove works is that there's an E ability, which will make a plate fly towards your cursor. So my cursor is right here next to the sun, and if I press E, it'll make it fly towards my cursor. And then, once it hits somebody, it will fly back to you. So it's kind of like ping pong, where once it hits somebody, it'll fly back to you, or after a while, it'll fly back to you. And then the R ability, it doesn't have a name until we actually use it. But basically, once we use the E ability, you can press the R ability in order to flip the plate and make kind of like a bouncy thing. Which I don't really know why you'd use that. I suppose it could be used for some cool combos. So let's try this. Let's use the R ability. And then what if we use the E ability here? Oh, so it'll make it a second time. Okay, so if you use the E ability, and then use the R ability, and then jump, and then use the E ability again, it'll give you a second use of it. Okay, well that's useful. Alright, so that's about it for the plate glove. Let's head on to the other changes they made. The first major change is going to be with bus, which now indicates the direction it's going to hit you in. So if I go ahead and have the bus master right here, I don't know why it's just a green glove, it's kind of weird. And I use the E ability, it'll show an indicator of where the bus is going to come from. Now you can consider this as a nerf, but I don't think it really matters at all with the bus mastery, because you can literally just use the R ability, and then the E ability, and it's just, there's no escaping it. And I have no clue why my assets aren't loading. All the gloves look weird. Our next change is a nightmare semi-rework. It basically just adds on to the ability where if you come close to a nightmare user, the area will start to get dark. I'll go ahead and show a view of my ult here so that you can see that. Alright, so this is the view of my ult now, and if I get close to a nightmare user, the sky turns dark, and then it just gets really foggy. And the nightmare guys will end up showing up, but the passive still works. And the thing is, the only thing the passive changes really from this maximum darkness level is going to be the fact that you're in first person, and also that you have a light. And the nightmare user can only slap someone and use their passive on them if the person is at maximum darkness. So if I go close to him, and then I walk away before I reach maximum darkness, he cannot use the passive on me. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.